Hey guys, Dev here at WeBuyHouses.com. Welcome to the Cash Offer Masterclass, episode number 64. I'm very excited about this house right here. I want to show you guys, it's in Fort Worth, and this could be a great rental property. It's right near the TCU, Texas Christian University. And and the deal looks pretty good. And we're going to look at it together and find out. I think this is like almost a perfect house being offered at a significant discount. And you'll see what I mean. Let's jump over and look at the email that I got from Fazio Real Estate Solutions. I have no association with Fazio. I use their content for educational purposes. If you were to buy this house, I don't make a penny off of it. I just want you to know that. If you have any interest in what those guys are doing, reach out to Jade Vaughn there at 214-646-9646. I really appreciate their content. And you'll see this looks like a smoking deal, and one that you could just buy and put to work for you as a rental. It's a duplex in what I would agree is a prime area near downtown. I like this house. I like where it is, and the deal. I like the deal. So thanks to Fazio. One of you guys, if we don't get this one, you should. I'll just say that. Okay. So let's go look at why I think this is. I've kind of given up the the conclusion at the beginning, but I think this is a good deal, and I want you to see why I think that. So basically, they're saying ARV 450 on this 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 1918 home, huge 27, 26 square feet on a pretty small lot. And it's at 2840 Travis Avenue. Let's look at where that is. Here is the house. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Let's go. Can I go back? Yes, I can. This is the street, but first let me just show you where it is. It's it's in Fort Worth, in the downtown. If we zoom in, there's TCU. You guys see it over there to the left? TCU University. There's your house. It's minutes away. It's an e-bike ride over to the campus. I love it. Now I'll go back and just look down this street of homes, many built in the 1900s, and look at these. Okay. Yeah, it's an older street, but man, it's like there's not many places in DFW that you can live in a neighborhood that has this feel. I really like it. I like it a lot. And I think, as far as having a duplex here that you could rent to college students, be a great deal. There's our subject house, right? Okay, so they are asking $320 for the property. And Fazio is telling us on the big 5 issues: roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and foundation, no known issues. They're saying this house is in pretty good condition. And if that ARV holds up, it's being offered at a pretty significant discount. So let's go around the interwebs and see if the ARV does hold up. So I would take that address right there and then search in Google like 5 times. And then I click Zillow, Redfin, Realtor, each time. And I pull these things up. And what we see is that Zillow, which is usually the one dragging down our numbers on the ARV, is actually at 472 on this house. They don't have any data. And it's off market. So that, it's weird. They don't have it that as an estimate, but they definitely have it there. So I don't know what that means. We go over to Realtor and we see they're at 458. Realtor's number, oops. I lost it. It's coming from Collateral Analytics. Yep. 458 on Realtor there. Redfin 427. And the winner was my Property Radar, which I can't show you guys because it shows all the owner's information. That one came in at 555. So what we see here when we look across these sites and then look at Property Radar, which is a proprietary system, it has a automated valuation model that looks at comps and other things. So I usually like Property Radar's numbers on Texas properties. They're usually pretty good for your ARV. And they're very high on this. So what we see is an average of 478. The median this time is brought down to smooth out that high, outlier. That's what medians do for us. Kind of smooth out if Zillow's too low or property radar is too high. Median 465. I'm pretty sure it's going to be around the average, but at 175, the house 175 a square foot on that 2,726 square foot house, it would be worth $477,000. So what did the wholesalers say? They said 450. So here we're definitely, I think, confirming the ARV that the wholesaler has provided on this property. And then if we just look at our model and we say if it is worth 477 kind of in perfect condition and it needed no repairs, we could pay 333 for it at the 70% discount factor. What does the wholesaler want? They want 320, guys. So now that allows for, $13,000 of repairs, if we were to buy this thing. Let's go see if this house needs any repairs. Now, I have cheated a little bit because I wanted the cover photo for the thumbnail. So I did go find this, and if I zoom out a little bit, you'll get a picture without me blocking it so much. But good looking property. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. I think these pictures just start us somewhere in the house. Yeah, there you go. So what do we see in here? We're seeing a house that looks like it's in perfect condition, and the floors look great, the walls look great, the trim looks great. This is a 1918 house that somebody spent some money on and fixing it up. Look at that. Yeah, nice photos. I love that blue paint. Man, it looks kind of grayer there in the daytime, maybe. It's a gray blue. Man, that almost looks like an AI generated house. That's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. I don't know exactly how the duplex works. It may have one door and 2 units. It did have 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, which would lead me to believe that you got 2 bed, 1 bath on one side and 2 bed, 2 bath on the other. Man, just be perfect for rental in that area. Going into the bathroom, looks like they've been doing some painting here, and I don't know, maybe they were going to change out that flooring product. But it does look like it needs a little TLC here in the bathroom. It's not significant, and there's, a more modern tile there. It is painted. There's a little bit of defect in some of the walls and stuff, and, this paint. That door looks kind of gloopy, like a lot of paint on it. I don't know. It's an old house, like right over there, too. I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at. But, all right, we're going into the kitchen, and that's kind of interesting because that looks like a pantry, but there's a vent hood there. I wonder if this was done to make two cooking areas or something, because if you've got 2 units, you really need 2 kitchens. See, that pantry is blocked, right? Would be an unusable pantry, which would kind of stink. Like, let's go back and look at that. You know what I would do, if possible, if you want to keep it this way, is move the door over here to the other side. Or just make it open. I don't know. Something kind of weird about that. A little weird. Cool. Love the flooring product. Looks fine. Textures look fine. Kind of old looking outlets right there. I'd clean that up. And that's, nothing. Nothing. I'm just nitpicking in some of these spots. I do think, there were some issues there with the bathroom and the, we went in too fast. Got a little dizzy there. Again, this, in a lot of ways, this place looks rent ready. I think the bathrooms might need some cleanup, but here's a living area. Again, if it's a duplex and it's divided into 2 sides, it's 2,700 square feet. So, I mean, theoretically, you you could have two 1,300 square foot units, but then the duplex issue is you've got to have two kitchens, two living areas, things like that, so that each side functions as a separate unit. This is right. I think college kids would find that to be perfectly fine. Here again, is there a shared? Is this shared by the two units, or does each one of them have their own washer and dryer? You know, I think that's what really makes a unit technically a self-contained unit, is it's got, you know, all these things, and you don't have to share anything. And there might be some shared space in the property. It's hard to tell. But that bathroom looks really fine. I mean, you can tell this has been a product or a house that someone has had pride in and has kept up to date. You know, when it looks this good, you can also assume that they change their air filters, and, you know, the mechanicals, they've kept track of those and made repairs over the years when they were needed. So I just think, you know, look, you wouldn't think this is a 1918 house, right? Looking at it, modern doors, kind of flat, older looking trim, but modern texture, cool floors. Look at that. Now here is the full kitchen. So that other one was the mini, I think a mini kitchen made for this other unit. And this would have been the main kitchen. I believe they made this house into a duplex later. And we might even see now another laundry room. But see, now that's a nice kitchen, right? There's nothing to be done here. We got great sink, great faucets. I love the cabinets. You know, when we got in there, we might find they need a little bit of paint or something, but man, there's not much, right? This is pretty rent ready. Wow. All right. There's a door for unit 2842. Got a keypad, ring doorbell. Now let's see if they show us a separate. See, that's back in the kitchen. Is there two doors? Is that how that worked? Unit 1, unit 2? It probably is, right? I'm not 100% sure. Probably should have noticed that in the other pictures. In fact, we're out of those. Let's go back. Hang on just a second. I'm going to go back to one of that picture. Yep. Those are the two doors of the two units. I love this property. I absolutely love it. Now, if we come over here, it might need a little cosmetic. See, if I put a 1 in there, it kind of penalizes this house. And I don't think I saw $27,000 of cosmetic. I'm going to put a 0.5, saying that we need to go in and do some stuff with the bathrooms, you know, clean them up, maybe floor. I didn't see a lot. Now, there was a couple of things that we didn't really figure out, you know, about did they share that laundry washer dryer. I don't know. I don't care. This is a great house. And with my 0.5, which gives me $13,000 to go in there and clean it up, get it ready, I can pay $320 for this house, put the 13 in it. I've got a great deal. I've got a great rental unit. I love this deal. This is a great deal. Yeah. I gotta talk to my friends about this one. So all right. Well, that's it for today. So cool. Fort Worth. I love Fort Worth. I kind of like Fort Worth better than Dallas. It has a smaller, it's a big city, but a smaller town feel. And I love the downtown. TCU is a great university there. So yeah, love this property. That's it for today. We're wrapping episode number 64. Guys, if you haven't seen episode 60, go back and see that. I wasn't able to promote it on YouTube, which is too bad because it's one of the best videos that we've made about how investors fund their deals. But also, if you look at my channel, you'll notice that every 10 episodes, we do something special. Like I with my friend Joel Bill. We talked about real estate in 2026. I talk about how the pros find deals. Is it a good time to buy real estate? And how we calculate cash offers. So remember, you can go to the Cash Offer Masterclass content anytime by searching Cash Offer Masterclass on Google or YouTube, and you'll go right to the content because there's only one Cash Offer Masterclass here at WeBuyHouses.com. Thank you for being with us here today. And by the way, if you have a home that you would like to sell the easy way, go to WeBuyHouses.com, drop the address in there, and we'll check it out and give you the best possible cash offer for it. So guys, it's been a pleasure spending time with you today. I look forward to episode number 70 that's coming up. We're going to be talking about estimating the cost of repairs. And so we're going to go way beyond what I'm doing in my simple model. We're actually going to look in each category of what the repair costs are and how they're calculated, by professional investors who, quite frankly, use a more complicated model than I use on the show here. And so I want to kind of start to give you guys more depth, more information about how we do what we do. And that's what's coming up. I think you'll enjoy. Go look at all the 10s, 20, 40, 50, 60, and soon 70. I think you'll enjoy those. Otherwise, we're looking at houses, and I love the one we looked at today. I absolutely love it. So that's it for today. Hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and if you're seeing this in real time, happy holiday in the weeks ahead. So see you guys soon. Take care.